making the competition tap out and submit worse than Conor McGregor.
No!
It's the Flex Zone. Only place giving you sports how you want it, when you need it. We don't tap out over here. We just go strong here in the man cave and flex on them, baby. Another Monday night with the best crew in the whole wide world. As I said, the Flex Zone, only place giving you sports how you want it, when you need it. We're live right now on that Facebook page, the Flex Zone 1. Tune in every Monday night, 10 p.m. Instagram, and what else, D?
The Twitter.
At the Flex Zone 1. Holla at us. And, of course, that YouTube. You already know what time it is. Which one, guys?
The first one.
Flex Zone Podcast. Subscribe. Subscribers are growing. Appreciate all the support. Subscribe for all the videos. Get the updates. Show, of course, as always, you want to be a guest, call in 301-429-WBGR. And, of course, that email, theflexzone1@gmail.com. We got Flex Talk. We got Sport of the Week. We got Goofies of the Week. And we got Rapid Fire. And, of course, another special guest to talk a little NFL as we do in the NFL season. And, of course, you can't forget those picks as well as it gets tighter throughout. But I can't do the show alone. Enough about me. It's time for Neighborhood D.
Yes, indeed. And guess what's back?
The whistle, baby.
Yes. We're going to blow it on what happened in Cleveland yesterday with the Ravens. God.
And blow it again for Buck and Orioles.
I hate my guys. They fired me.
I like whistle. I like whistle.
A little baby whistle?
Yeah, that's what they deserve. A little baby
There's
whistle.
levels to it.
That's right. It's levels to the whistle. Come on.
Speaking of levels, there's levels to this goofiness. And we call him the Gambit here on the Flex Zone because he got those cards. Kavante.
What's going on, guys? Another week. Another Monday. I'm glad to be here, Dre. Fix your face. Okay, I'm tired of seeing it. All right.
Look like the Yankees right now.
Oh, boy.
Cruvante Herd here. Cruvante Herd, Facebook, Twitter, Cruvante_Herd on Instagram. That was a shot. Like that was a shot. I like it though.
Show the people your shirt real quick while we got you, Kavante.
Yes, man.
Always
Yeah, represent Morgan State.
And that's a perfect segue to the rock star here in the Flex Zone. You see the jean jacket with the sleeves cut, baby.
Oh, boy.
What's best for business? If I throw him the pass, he's going to catch it, baby. Andre Melton, number one receiving option.
He is looking like Crabtree over there.
Getting it done.
Nah, I'm better than Crabtree, man. As a matter of fact, man, I should be called Mr. Morgan because, I am Morgan State University. Yes, this is your boy, the Black American Dream, Drizzy Dre, Mr. One and Only, the man of 1,000 nicknames.
Black American Goofy.
You already know what it is.
Black
For somebody you wasn't even at the Big Dog's yard this weekend.
Listen, man,
I
saw the
you had an
festivities.
invitation to the yard and you didn't even trespass.
I saw the festivities.
Come on, man. Nevertheless, y'all already know what it is. Make sure that you definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel. As my good friend, my brother, my personal hype man, Byron said, it is the first one.
Before we get into the segment, he was doing what yesterday? Dropping what?
Dropping more passes than he drops panties.
And with that being said,
in the words of my good friend Shane and Morgan State brethren.
Shout out to Shane, by the way. Now, as we get to
No
it,
BS.
Don't shout out Shane off of that.
You a journalism major, can't just throw out quotes.
I'm just saying that one. That's the one you want to quote, Shane. Yep. Oh, well, all right.
Hey,
D,
Shane,
you kind of gave a baby whistle to Orioles, lose 115 games this year. But he gone. Dan Duquette, he gone.
See ya.
Good.
We kind of knew this was coming.
Are we surprised?
No.
Not really. Brady Anderson won't be taking over, folks, so you got to worry about that.
So I want to ask the panel, and I'll start with D, because I have no clue, and I'm a lifelong Orioles fan. Who will be the next manager? But they say they want to hire GM first, then the manager, or baseball operations president. What is going on, D?
This is one year I got to tell you, I don't know either. Don't know, man. It's not a name. It's not really a name out there that you can really see. They want to go outside the organization. They did clearly say that. That's why Brady Anderson, he ain't getting it.
Good.
Mike Bordick wants to get a shot at it from the broadcast booth like the late Mike Flanagan did, but I don't think that's going to happen either. So, who knows? I guess we got to play this one out.
Man, look. Think about who's available right now as managers.
That's right.
I mean, you got Dusty is still out there.
Girardi.
I like Girardi. I do like Girardi.
Passed years ago.
You know who I really would like to see? The former White Sox manager.
Ozzie Guillen?
Ozzie. Yo, we get Ozzie.
No, I'm good.
Man, you talk about a show in Baltimore.
It would be a show. It would be a goofy show. Throw up the card, Kavante. That'd be a red card.
No, but look, Ozzie, you can't really give him a red card because
he did win a World Series.
Thank you.
I can say that. You're right.
So,
nah, man, I'm good.
But one will be gone. One will be gone.
Leaving.
Yeah, one coming in.
No, but look, man, you talk about getting the ratings up for.
Butts in seats, as you say.
Yeah, look, as long as it puts butts in the seats. I mean, I'm with it, man. I mean, look, and he always has something to say. Oh, and he has no filter.
I just think it depends on the GM. Cravante, you know about a good GM. Do you have any ideas, or you just
I don't know. I'm not big on really GMs in the baseball realm, but I know one thing: it's not the same in Baltimore when baseball is down. When baseball is down, it's really not. The spirits is not up because the Ravens are having a tough time keeping the whole town up as it is. So I think the Orioles the weight that's pulling down is really showing. So
It is.
the only guy I really know out there right now that I like is Dusty Baker, but I want him back in DC, but I know that's not going to happen. So
I mean, like I said, there's a lot of good names out there that Baltimore could go to, and I mean, we've all had different managers that we've thrown out there, but I mean, the Orioles need a guy that's really going to come in, get the troops riled up, get them young boys gathered, because Buck does a good job usually of getting a team to a certain point,
and he
and
did
then
that.
somebody
He did
usually comes in and takes them over. But
Not with a young team.
I think the organization took too long to make that move.
They did.
Not to say it was Buck's fault that the team never got over the hump. I mean, a lot of that has to do with management. I mean, not management, ownership. But I think the organization just took too long to make a move, and we didn't make the necessary moves ownership-wise so that way they could get over the hump and get a World Series championship. Because we had a team.
Well, whoever the next manager is, get ready to bend over and take it. Because there's going to be a lot of L's given out, baby. Get the belt, as Uncle Roger would say. Because you know you're going to be losing 100 games for another few more years.
They was taking it because of Chris Davis' contract, but really, I know.
which is a terrible idea.
Speaking of bending over and taking it,
Oh, boy.
Conor McGregor.
How we why is this the trend?
Well, unlike my boy Dre, he couldn't walk it like he talked it. Because he got beat like a drum.
This is flex talk? This is flex talk?
Now, D,
Tapping better than Lake Gregory Hines.
D, I got to steal your quote. You said it looked like a WWE match out there Saturday night.
It wasn't?
Tell the people what it was.
I mean, after Conor tapped out, I guess somebody from, I can't even pronounce the guy's name. Cause
Nabeed.
Nabeed's camp was beefing with Conor's camp, and Nabeed jumped out the cage and beat homeboy out.
He hit the he hit the coup de grace. Remember? Did you see that?
Yeah, he did.
Yo.
And then look, somebody from his camp came in, beat up Conor. I'm like,
It literally looked like some, like you said, WWE type of some cage match stuff. He comes flying off the cage, and then they fighting in the cage. And as I wanted to call it, like, oh, they fighting in the cage, they fighting off the cage.
Somebody put out a JR camp. Somebody did put that out.
Oh God!
He's slopping out. He got ran right in the cage. He getting, oh my God, he getting in the ring, he beating him. He beating like got me, man. Oh my God, he's tougher than his
Stop a mud hole in him, baby.
Oh, he's starting to mud hole.
This is pandemonium at its finest.
Now,
Oh, my God.
Cavante, I gotta ask you. I know it was goofy. What the hell happened on Saturday night in Vegas?
Bro, listen. Conor McGregor been out the game too long, baby. He didn't look prepared. He didn't look ready.
Got 8
I mean, when was Conor McGregor's last match?
2 years. Oh, he fought Mayweather, Dre's guy.
Oh, you mean that exhibition match? You talking about real UFC?
Nate Diaz, he beat Diaz.
It's been too long.
Too long.
And I don't think he was ready. The hype was there, but he wasn't. He wasn't ready. And then when he tapped out,
He wasn't ready.
He wasn't ready.
I just was like, wow. He looked like you a bull. That's what he told me. But afterwards, it looked like a game of Rampage. Like it looked like I just seen him grab on the building and then just fly off. And it was like, yo, he just got smoked, and I got smoked for everybody out.
He's about that life. He ain't that talking type of dude. He one of them dudes. You gonna say something, he ready to fight. He ain't talking. He's just like, all right, what's up?
Conor did insult his trainer, saying that his trainer was part of 9/11 as terrorist and threw the thing at his boss in the summer. So, yeah,
But I mean, he talked his stuff too. Like he started this whole deal, and Conor flew from Ireland to New York to confront him.
And he flew from the cage to the crowd. That's what happened. We saw what happened.
What is this, Martin? Like he just got on the ring and he just flew.
Yeah, but I mean, he jumped out of that cage. I never seen nobody jump out that.
Man,
UFC
this thing was pandemonium at its finest. But
Isn't this what the UFC needs, though?
They need it though. They needed
a spark, and which builds it up. But like we were talking off camera, this builds it up for a rematch. This is perfect, especially if Khabib gets suspended. They talking about that. Yeah, they're talking about stripping him of the belt.
I don't know.
It lets McGregor get a few more matches under his belt, so that way he gets back into UFC form, and then they can have a better match hopefully next go around.
I don't know, guys. The UFC definitely needed a boost, but I don't know if they want this boost because we talk about a lot of liability and a lot of possible lawsuits coming out.
Oh, they said that.
UFC don't need that.
They said the governor was there. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, that's like the principal being in the office. You know what I'm saying? You know how the principal sometimes, the principal's not always in the school, but when they're in the school, they just walk around. You never know.
Right.
And just happen to be there. Like this, I don't know if that was the best.
I mean, look, if anything, we look, like y'all was saying, it puts butts in the seats.
Oh, man.
And this brings...
Is it worth it? I mean, that's the question. Is it worth it?
Look, yeah, I mean, if that stock goes up and them sponsor dollars, well, if the sponsor dollars go away,
Facts.
then
All facts.
that's when you be like, all
It's all
right,
about-
it ain't
We've
worth
gone
it.
too far.
But if stock goes up, it gets people talking about it, that water cooler talk, then look, it was all worth it. Y'all got what y'all wanted, y'all winning at this point.
Comment, let us know what you think
It
about
was definitely goofy.
UFC 229. And speaking of another show on Saturday, was the WWE Superstar. What time to start, D? 5 a.m.?
5 Eastern time.
5 a.m.
Was
Yeah, I was just like that.
Was it a snore fest when it actually came on? Or?
I mean, for what it was good. It was peaks and valleys in there. It was good to see some of the hometown people, the Iconics, got a win, and Buddy Murphy won the Cruiserweight title. But Triple H, man, look, I'm begging you, don't have The Undertaker in a 30-minute match. It was terrible. Yeah, it was that. It was that. I thought The Undertaker needed oxygen after it, man. I mean,
Wait a minute.
I had my boy in a 30-minute match, man.
First of all, look, even though I got the Triple H vest on, and Triple H, as usual, he knows what's best for business.
Much like yourself, Dre.
But
No.
exactly.
He did it for himself.
But in this
And
case,
younger guy.
but in this case, I don't agree that the Undertaker. I don't think it was a bad match
It
for the
matches his
Undertaker.
shirt.
No, we're not saying it was a bad match. It was a long match.
But you're right. For one, it didn't need to go 30 minutes. The Undertaker can still go. We saw.
But not in a 30
to me,
minute
it
stretch.
showed that the Undertaker can
Maybe
still
15,
go. But I don't. But you're right.
Wait a
I don't think the Undertaker needed. I'm sorry. I don't think that match needed that long of a length. If anything, you give it to somebody like Daniel Bryan, The Miz,
Yeah,
those
they
type
only
of
had 3
people.
minutes.
those
That was
type
up with
of
that, man.
Question. You mean tell me they wrestled for a half hour?
Wait a minute, Cravante, you don't know your wrestling, brother, because back when my boy, the Nature Boy, the GOAT,
They-
woo!
There you go.
When he was wrestling,
He wrestled
they
60
used
minutes.
to 60 minutes was
Flat
nothing to them.
Iron Man matches.
So
Yeah.
then this is before they even started calling it Iron Man
with
matches.
Shawn Michaels and Kane, no DQ, they kind
that's-
of got involved in it too.
That's what
It was like
got.
bells and whistles.
Okay, so
But
it
there
was
was a lot of
some
bells,
other
but-
things
yeah,
going on. Okay,
But that's what got it goofy though, and then the finish was just awful, and then now
tried
you
to all pose together and they all
now
took slam each other.
now you got the reunion of D-Generation X taking on the Brothers of Destruction. I mean, this is a dream match.
Shawn Michaels show,
for-
he don't got no hair.
Yeah, this is a dream
Undertaker
match.
ain't too far off.
You're right. Look,
Man, he come home,
look,
man,
a lot of
come home.
I think all of them came home, man.
Triple H did. He
this
seemed
is this a dream match for all fans? Yes, but this is something that should have happened years.
We've seen variations of this over the years.
No,
man.
but this is something that should have happened years
The
ago.
young cats
And,
need the torch to be passed to them.
No, and that's why I said this is a match that should have happened years
How
ago.
come we have Undertaker AJ Styles and AJ beat the Undertaker and get a Rob off?
So you're telling me y'all had it well out there what's supposed to happen, and then it was extended?
Pretty much.
What?
Shawn Michaels has been retired for 8 years.
The WWE
Terrible.
used to proclaim how WCW used to have them old people like Hogan, Savage, Piper running around, and these guys are older than they were then and doing the same thing. How hypocrisy is it?
Look, man, this stuff is nothing but at this
So,
point.
is this going to be an annual thing? Or
As long as Saudi Arabia and Australia kick out this
But
money,
I think what surprises me the most is that
they want the
Shawn-
Rock.
is
They want
that-
the Rock to come out of retirement
Yeah.
next year.
I think what surprises me the most in all this is that the fact that Shawn Michaels is really out of retirement. Like, I never thought I would see Shawn Michaels, honestly.
They throwing,
back in.
7 figures at you. I mean, I'm the showstopper, the headliner, the main event,
look,
my back, my knee, but dang it, I'm getting this 7 figures a day. I'm the heartbreak kid, just like my brother, Shawn Michaels, and I'm getting this money. I'm getting all this money.
The Heartback Kid now?
Heartback kid. I'm the
I'm money. My bad.
I'm the game, and I came to cash this
Yeah,
shit.
you know what? The sad part in all this is that Triple H at damn near 50 looks better than everybody in the match.
Game. Just because I'm a mayor, that doesn't mean I can't come from Knox County and get this money.
I think that's the most goofiness thing in this whole part. Look, Kane is the mayor in Tennessee. You got Shawn Michaels, who retired 8 years ago. Undertaker, who is on his last legs, and Triple H looks the best shape out of all of them.
I didn't know Knox County and Saudi Arabia was close.
Oh boy!
And then, like you said, I mean, they want The Rock to come out of retirement, so that way he can go ahead in the ring and become champion again. This stuff is just.
What's wrong with these people in Saudi Arabia? Y'all need to look at some modern stuff, okay? Stop looking at that stuff from 1960.
Man, if anything, get the modern day Maharaja out there.
Oh, no,
He's still flexible.
He didn't charge so much. I don't know. You know.
Oh boy! Well, looks like as D said, as long as they're carrying out the money, it's gonna be more events like this.
But I mean, to a degree, I kind of am happy to see I'm curious to see what my boys D Generation X do.
Shawn Michaels, AJ Styles. That's what I want to see.
Now-
Man, I wanted to see that when Shawn Michaels had hair.
Oh boy!
Well, he don't have it now.
So
hey, Mike, quick, did that hat was glued to him? Cause it didn't come off, man. He rolling around the ring, hat ain't come off. I tell you, boy, tougher than $2 steak.
Oh boy! Well, we got to talk a little baseball. Last part of Flex Talk here. Now, we saw the Brewers sweep the Rockies.
Jam.
Man,
Dodgers get rid of the Braves.
goodbye.
Thanks to Manny Machado. We miss you. And Red Sox, what they doing over there to the Yankees, D, right now?
Beating them
Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da.
Yeah,
And we saw the Astros.
Go ahead and say it, a little Yankee spanking.
Little
Go ahead, D.
Yankees.
Go ahead, give it to him, D.
Little Yankees.
And we saw the Astros sweep.
They put the Indians out there, misery.
Well, so with that being said, who makes it to the World Series, and what are we looking forward to?
I don't understand this. So, look, I still think that it's going to be Yankees Dodgers at the end of the day. I'm not giving up hope on my team. It's just one bad game. These things type of happen in the playoffs, but it's nothing that we can't overcome. You've seen this story before, this saga, and we've done it before, and we'll do it again.
D, are we headed towards a World Series rematch?
I think so. I mean, I like what the Brewers have done. They gotten on a roll in September. What the hell is that? They got in a roll in September.
Look, don't make me come out the vest. Y'all talking all this Yankee
Lord.
stuff. Look,
Y'all
listen here.
Y'all
You listen here. We're gonna be good. All right, we're gonna be good.
Finish.
You about to be.
We're not doing this. See, this is what we're not doing. This is what we're not doing.
Sit down.
You need to
Sit down. Let me finish.
don't make me.
Sit
Don't make me come out the vest.
Sit down.
Talking all that fool's talk that you have right now. All that fool's talk.
Dodgers, Red Sox? Maybe?
Dodgers, Red Sox. Who wants to see Dodgers, Red Sox?
Nobody.
A lot of people. Fox would love that.
Oh boy!
Boston, LA?
New York, LA. That's what's about to
But they're
happen.
about to lose in Boston? Goofy.
One game. That's what we're doing.
It's 2-1.
Yeah, y'all be on the
Goofy.
verge of elimination. You forget it's best of fives.
And you lost in the Bronx?
Look, it happens. It's the playoffs.
Now you got dogged in the Bronx.
Okay.
Dog.
Look.
Like they scored 10 runs in 4 innings.
And then, like my boy Ja Rule from New York says, we gonna clap back. We gonna clap back.
He just made a shot.
Did he just
He
make
did. He
a
did.
Ja Rule
He
reference?
did.
Sir,
The only thing
I wish there was something stronger. I wish I had the big one, no confidence.
David Price though, man, has not won a playoff game. He might be the
Oh my gosh!
Hasn't gotten done since he was on
Get me out of
Tactics,
this segment. I can't do this anymore.
So do we get a rematch, D?
This segment.
Houston,
Ja!
LA Dodgers rematch. Huh?
Ja! If he didn't say this, never mind. I'm not
I know,
going.
right?
As 50 would say, get the strap.
Hit the strike.
Well, we'll still be
say
talking
Hail Mary.
baseball playoffs. It's October.
Like little Tupac, yeah.
It's only heating up from here. But we're going to take a quick break. After this break, we got a very special guest talking NFL, and he's a Cowboys fan. Stay tuned to the Flex Zone. Only place giving you sports how you want it when you need it. We'll be right back.
What's good, everybody? You already know who it is. All right, can you get Mr. One and Only, the man of 1,000 nicknames? And all I'm saying is go ahead and like our Facebook page, The Flex Zone. You see us every Monday at 10 p.m. on WBGR, so you might as well go ahead and hit that like button for me. Not asking for much. Hit that like button. You already know what it is. What's good, everybody? This is Drizzy Dre, Mr. One and Only, the co-founder and executive producer for The Flex Zone. Go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Flex Zone, to catch us each and every week. All the craziness that you may have heard or you may not have heard. Go ahead to YouTube, subscribe, The Flex Zone, to catch us.
Hey, this is Crevante Hurd, the co-founder of The Flex Zone. Follow me on Instagram at Crevante_Hurd. Follow The Flex Zone at The Flex Zone 1. Also, like our content, please leave comments. Trust me, you like what you hear.
We're back here live on the Flex, the only place giving you sports how you want it when you need it. We scooted our chairs over. That means it's time for another special guest. Talk a little NFL football, whatever the hell else comes up here on the Flex Zone. As we talk about it all, as you can see, this man needs no introduction. If you ride by the VA, you may see him on a billboard because he's Hollywood status.
Yes, sir.
And he owns it.
And much like his boy Jerry Jones, he's got a little bit of money in his pocket.
Yeah. I like my boys.
He goes by. You just give him a letter. You just want to go by Jay.
We're going to go by Jay. We're going to keep it nice and simple today. I'm still going to spit the facts. We're going to keep it nice and simple for the intro so we can get on to the politics and what we need to talk about today. We got a lot to cover, fellas.
Oh, okay.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
It's like he's been here.
So,
Jay could mean Jason Garrett, though.
oh boy.
Jam.
So we're gonna get straight to it. For the people out there, you're a Cowboys fan, right, Jay?
I'm a Cowboys fan.
So you're sitting 2-3,
We 2-3. We still in the race though.
19-6 loss,
Yeah, we got
16 loss.
We got a couple tough games coming up next week this week versus the Jaguars. That's gonna be a toughie.
Oh.
4 o'clock. It is I don't know if
Main
it's the game of
CBS
the week.
game. It is a main CBS.
Is it the game of the week?
Yeah, Tony Romo will be there to watch his team lose. Isn't that funny?
Oh man! But you know what? It's gonna be a big matchup for us. Defensive wise, we're going to have to show up. Offensive wise, we can keep giving it to Zeke, but we still need to find another way for Dak to push the ball down the field. And it's tough. It's tough sledding because like you said, there's nobody out there. I think Jerry's being hard headed with Dez. I believe Dez is not who he was, but he can give us some opportunities to get down the field.
Oh, so
More than
you
what we have
so
right
you agree
now.
with his tweet when he said that he would have helped?
I'm not familiar with his tweet. What did he say?
I know he tweeted himself, so I'm not believing nothing he said.
Oh, boy.
He sent out a tweet after the game was just saying that he could have been a playmaker to help you guys push the ball.
Dez said that?
Yeah.
I believe him, yeah. I agree. Him and Mr. Reliable, he works on Monday nights now.
Who needs to come back because that
Not so reliable.
He's drier than the Farhad. Man.
Yeah. He's not as bad as analyst as my man Emmett Smith. He only lasted one season.
Lord, yeah, Emmett was
You feel me? But Jason Witten, I feel him. He put his seasons in. He been there since the Parcells days.
Facts.
So he put his seasons in. He wanted to go home, be with his family, do another occupation. But he was reliable. If we needed a first down, we knew who he was going to. Dez, he was good at jump balls, slants, fade patterns, all that type jazz. Taking over the top, we thought we had it with Terrence Williams. It ain't really panning out.
Is he still on the team?
He's inactive. He was inactive for the last game.
What?
Yeah.
He needs to
He's
be
still on the
inactive.
team, but he was inactive.
You know what? Now,
been inactive the last couple years,
now,
huh, man?
as a Cowboys fan, I gotta ask you a question.
Well, I got a question too.
So you
Bring on all the questions.
Which team you went today, Dragon, and jump teams again?
No, first of all, we all know that I'm a proud fan of Ravens Nation. Ball so hard, you already know. Ball so hard University. But
All Ravens fans question him now.
But
Right.
nevertheless, as a Cowboys fan, I gotta ask you:
Sympathize.
Are you standing or are you kneeling, man? Because your owner, man, he's all over the place with this. 1 minute he's kneeling, and then the next minute he's like, oh, we respect the flag and.
My stance is I'm with the social justice and everything. I believe that we should have signed Eric Reed. I believe that would have shored up our secondary. That would have helped all 3 units for our defense. Our defensive line, everybody already know our pass rush. We get to it. Linebackers, Sean Lee, he get hurt. He's always hurt. That's why we went after Van Der Esch. We could have went after Calvin Ridley, but that's another story. And then we got Jalen Smith. He showed up big yesterday. We have a couple other pieces that they throw in there. Our secondary is young, but we need a true leader back there. Somebody that's gonna pack a punch and kind of be another quarterback back there. And Eric Reed, he could have did that. I mean, everybody always talk about Earl Thomas. Earl Thomas, he's 30. He gonna want a new contract. It's a lot of money. Eric Reed, they just gave him 1 year for $3 million or $2 million. Come on, Jerry could have. Yeah.
But I mean, who else are y'all paying?
I mean, look.
We're not paying nobody. But it comes down to look.
Y'all not
That's
paying
why I
nobody.
said I was for Eric Reed. But him and Cap is like this.
Facts.
So the fact that they're not gonna allow. This is Texas. I grew up in Texas. I moved to Maryland in high school, but I know how Texas get down. And they're not gonna want nobody out there kneeling and trying to do all of that. You notice everybody with the Cowboys, they stay in line. They're not trying to sit out there and be political and this is my agenda or this is what I'm doing for my brand. Nah. Jerry's saying we cut the checks, this is how I go.
Jerry said, "This is my brand."
Yeah.
Like
Y'all
that.
winning the
This is
part.
America's team. That's how you feel. This is America's team. This is how we gonna run it. This is how the brand been pushed, and this is how we gonna keep it.
Well,
you know.
Let's move on to my question.
What's that?
Des Bryant, do you think he's humbled himself as more than he has prior to leaving?
I think the process has humbled him. I'll say the process. I don't think he was humble originally. He wasn't humbled by the process. He wasn't humbled at the fact that he got cut.
Sure.
He still thought that, whatever he was believing in his head or the people that was around him, but then the actions around him that just kept happening and him, teams looking at him, they're not picking him up. And it's just week after week after week after week. It's been enough Hall of Famers. Chris Carter, I heard it said it. Shannon Sharp, they was like, hey man, you want to get picked up this season, you must a year of football, 2 years of football, you're going to be forgotten.
Yep.
I mean, look,
Quick, fast, and hurry.
To me, it was goofy on Hard Knocks when he had the meeting with the Browns,
Yeah.
and they didn't pick him up.
He missed his opportunity because he could have helped them out.
Yeah.
Now, real quick, I got to ask you before we move on a little
What
bit.
we got?
One last thing. We know Zeke's great. Defense is young, and I think better than people think. Jason Garrett needs to go. But is Dak the guy to be able to get you all to the Super Bowl?
My opinion, no. I don't think he can get us to the Super Bowl.
And that's real.
I don't think he can get us to the Super Bowl. I'm just gonna keep it honest. I think he's a good quarterback, but I think to get you to the Super Bowl, you need a special quarterback that can push it down the field a little bit as well as game man. You got to have somebody that can play both hands of the field. I need somebody that can manage the game at the end of the game, which couldn't do. Matt Ryan, he couldn't do that.
Oh, we call him Ice Cold Ryan.
Yeah, when he went to the
Matty
Super Bowl.
Melts.
Yeah, you got to know how to play the game smartly and how to extend the game if you need to. If you need to push it, you saw what happened with Tom Brady. Stuff ain't acting right. Hey, I'm gonna do what I need to do, and we're gonna push it down the field, hit the seams how we need to hit it. I'm gonna manage the ball game. But we need, like we said, you saw with Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz, he pushes the ball. You see with golf, you seeing it right now. My man Patty Mahomes. Mm-hmm. Patty Mahomes is out there zipping the ball.
Patty Mahomes.
I'm loving what I'm saying from Patty.
Oh yeah.
You feel
Texas
me?
Tech alum, huh?
Yeah, and I like Deshaun too. I like what Deshaun's doing because he zips that ball down the field. He's not scared. He's not afraid to take chances. And I don't know if Dak is afraid to take chances, or if he know he can't make those throws.
Well, even through his days at Mississippi State, he was kind of a dink and donker, managed the game. He wasn't zipping that ball.
He's
never been that
doing
type.
that.
Yeah.
That wasn't his MO. That wasn't his personality. And the Cowboys, they're not doing him any favors by the play calling. Dez wasn't lying. I don't think Dez. I watch this team. I know. I see the play calling year after year after year. It's the same type of play calling.
That's familiar up here in Baltimore.
changed.
It's familiar up here in Baltimore.
Nothing's
Yeah,
changed.
nothing
With
has
Air
changed.
Marty.
So it's like at the end of the day, when you have something like that, it's like it's no imagination. With Dak, they didn't really bring too many. They're just starting to bring in some read pass RPOs,
Yep.
run pass options, so they can really try to get him in space, try to get some stuff going, and that's how they're getting successful. Versus trying to put him a square peg in a round hole, however you put that.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you got to pay both guys, the quarterback and the running
you don't
back.
have
No,
to
you
pay
don't. No, you don't. No, you don't.
You don't.
No, you don't. That's not. That won't be one of their problems.
No, you don't.
So what are you saying, that y'all get rid of Dak and keep Zeke?
Who's saying
then?
get rid of him? You talking about pay him? Define pay him.
They're both on their rookie
But
contract.
I'm talking about when their rookie contract is define pay him.
Well, I mean, somebody's going to have to.
Because you can pay him and not pay him. Like, you don't pay him like he's a top quarterback in the league. You pay him to keep him, depending on what's out there when his rookie contract is over.
Right.
But you pay Zeke. You gonna pay Zeke whatever you about to pay him.
The thing is with the Cowboys, where they're gonna run into an issue is this is what year 3.
Yeah.
This is year 3.
So next year is
They
gonna be
got-
talks.
this next year is his last year.
Oh,
They
so
gonna
this
try
year
to
should
do
be the
something.
dogs.
Yeah, they gonna try to do something before his last year. So this was supposed to be his money year.
Who,
So
with Zeke or Dak?
Dak.
Okay.
Zeke, he was a first round pick, so they got 5 years with him. That's why a lot of teams they try to sneak back into that first round. They'll give whatever they can just to get back in that first
Like the
round, so
Ravens
they
did
can
with
get that extra
Jackson.
year.
Yeah, Dak was fourth round
Wise,
pick.
whatever, contract wise for certain players.
Yeah.
And so with Zeke, you still got we can still we can do some deals. We can do some what's my man out LA, the running back.
Gurley.
Yeah,
Todd
Todd
Gurley.
Gurley. He still had 2
Extension.
years left. Throw him the bread, man. It don't matter. You feel me? Because we're gonna have to pay Jared Goff in a couple years. Let's get what we need to do out so we can see what the books is looking like, so we can really know what we're looking at. And with the Cowboys, they're not in no rush except for with Dak. You feel me? Because with Dak, this is a make or break. Hey, it's like, hey, I don't know if we're gonna throw you no 20+ mil a year. You're not
Absolutely
no 20+
not.
mil
Absolutely
a year
not.
quarterback.
Absolutely not.
You understand what I'm saying? And it's like, even with the Giants, I mean, we know we're gonna get to that segment too. But it's like, I'm a believer that even if they went and got Cap, which they wouldn't do, if they got Cap, their offense would be a whole lot more explosive.
Of course.
It would be good for their team as far as chemistry wise, and structure wise, because they're a young ball club. Eli is past 35. All the pieces on his team is around 25 and younger. You feel me? If ever Eric Flowers, they talking about getting him up out of there. He was a young
that's
building
fast.
block on their line. Yeah,
Yep.
they get him up out of there. You feel me? They got Nate Soldier. Nate Soldier, what, 30 something like
Yeah.
that. But everybody else is young, even on the defense. What's my man name? Landon Collins.
Yeah.
Landon Collins is what, 26, something like that. So it's a young ball club. If you get Cat back there, not saying they would take a chance on him, but it's like, hey, you missed out on Teddy. You could have had Teddy. Could have got
Yeah.
Teddy. You feel me? And Cat, hey. So they got options.
We'll take Sam Darnold.
There have been rumors about Jameis Winston. I mean,
Yeah, but I don't think they're gonna give him up
Yeah.
either. I think Tampa Bay gonna give him 1 year next year. I think they'll give him because they got to make a decision on him, but I think they will give him a franchise or something
That's
like that.
fast. How fast that happened? He's been in the league 4 or 5 years already.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
crazy.
Before-
man.
So-
and Mariota probably.
I
get
don't
the
believe in
bag.
Mariota.
So
If I
real
was
quick-
Tennessee, I'd get him up out of there.
I would too.
I'm not giving him no money.
So we got to go to the home team. We saw the Ravens lose to the Browns.
I did.
Oh,
D, real quick, go ahead.
oh, well, I picked they would lose last week. Disgusting defeat when you lose to the Browns and your defense only gives up 12 points. Very disgusting. We're getting to the goofy of the week later with crab hands.
Drop tree.
We're just keeping
Drop
it that.
Yes.
Flacco had a fluke over moment with the interception.
Oh, wow.
Shout out to Denzel Ward.
Yeah,
What school did he go to?
The Ohio State.
Still undefeated, by the way.
The defense still had a glimmering moment when they couldn't get the job done. at
One
the end.
shining moment? No.
Yeah, one turd moment. Props to Baker Mayfield. He showed that he kept the poise to get the job done, and he is changing the culture in Cleveland. And if you're in the AFC North right now, that should very much concern you for the years to come.
Well,
Uncle Rod, you had some things you wanted to get off your chest, they said.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh, he bought the old school hat out. Oh, boy. Oh,
I
boy.
had some
Rain the sweaty
We need some
lens
running back
out.
up too, people.
There you
some
go.
things I had to get off my chest, fellas. You know,
Go ahead.
I seen a horrible game yesterday, Cleveland and this team right here, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm very highly disgusted with them. And I know my man's gonna do me justice when he gives Crabtree Goofy of the Week, but I gotta do my own Goofy of the Week.
Get the belt.
Oh, you got the belt. Oh,
Crabtree, you better start catching the damn football. You gonna get this?
You gonna get it?
You gonna get this? That's the football, man.
You gonna get
That's the damn football next
You
time,
out there leading
brother.
and drops this year. You gonna get it.
That's all I gotta say.
You gonna get it.
Drop-
You talking about
drop-
you got
drop
a 3-year
that.
contract.
Drop
You
that.
gonna
He
get
said, I gotta
cut.
get back to the drawing board, man.
Drop-
Give me some
drop-
millions,
drop-
man.
Cavante is gone.
He need to get back to some
drop,
sticker.
drops
Trey,
hat.
we know you're a believer in Baker.
Let Karate deal with him.
Well, you know,
I caught flashbacks. I don't know.
look, I said this from jump. I said the minute that they drafted Baker Mayfield, I said that the Browns would defeat the Ravens, and it happened. So, Angela, I tried to tell you.
We did. We both tried to tell you.
Angela, they didn't tell you.
But look,
I told her
but look,
yesterday. I told her.
this is exactly what moments yesterday why I call him Money Mayfield.
Jay, you a believer in Baker?
I wasn't a believer. I'm not gonna lie to you. Coming into the season, I thought it was a lot of hype, but he keeps showing me, man. I'm a believer of this dude, man. And I'm kind of thinking that, and it may be a little bit too early. I don't want to drink the Kool-Aid. Is he gonna transform the Browns into one of the up and coming AFC teams? Because the AFC has been overran by. It's been
Tom and them.
Tom and them. You had Pittsburgh. You had the Patriots. Freaking Peyton Manning, whatever team he was on, whether it be the Colts or the Broncos.
Yep.
And that was pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? So now, let's just say the Chiefs get up and they start rolling. The Jaguars, and then the Browns. Right?
What a replacement.
Are they... Will they be the new upstarts for the AFC as far as teams? I'm thinking projection wise. I don't know of any other teams that's more exciting with a lot of talent like that. If you think about Cleveland with their defense is stacked and they're young, so they can manage the contracts and really get it going. And with the offense, they have Landry. He's locked up. Mm-hmm. Josh, I understand why they cut him and they got him out of there. It was just a culture issue. But structurally wise, they had him in 1 year for like $800,000, something like that. So that was easily manageable. Tight end, they got Njoku. Shoot,
Carlos Hyde.
Carlos Hyde was
Nick
good.
Chubb.
Good, cheap. Good. I ain't gonna say it was cheap. It was cost effective. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say my man contract was cheap like that.
Nick Chubb doing that.
Nick Chubb was doing this. Oh yeah, I ain't seen him do nothing yet, but I know they got him in the cut. Duke Johnson. So they got a lot of young, nice pieces. The AFC should be scared of them.
They still in the race for AFC North. They only came back.
Should be scared of the Browns coming up in the next. I'm not gonna say this year. Next year. Next year they gonna be something to be reckoned with. This year, I don't even. If they get 7-9, I think that's a good year.
No,
and you're
amazing.
right, because
they can't get 7-9. They got a 7-8-1.
Yeah,
because two things about the Browns, they're becoming must-see television, and like you said, one of the most exciting teams to watch in football. Mm-hmm. But I think, like you said, you just hit the nail on the head. They're inexperienced. The fact that I think that's going to hurt them this year, but like you said, next year, I think that they come off the gate.
No, but listen, I think they'll take all these growing pains, whatever they're about to have, the ties, the tough losses. They'll take all these growing pains for this year because the culture is slowly shifting. I think the best thing that they did was have Tyrod Taylor start and throw in Baker Mayfield, because I don't think he would have had the same success if he would have started week 1.
Now, okay, not to cut you off. Now, I've been hearing, not to get on no Stephen A. shit.
Here we go.
But I've been hearing
Here we go.
that there are teams that have been reaching out to the Browns about Tyrod.
Really?
Now, come the trade line, if you the Browns, do you let him go?
Oh yeah, he got
because he only got him. I mean, you got him.
You giving him away for nothing.
Absolutely.
You got a quarterback.
Absolutely.
You got your quarterback.
Absolutely.
You got your quarterback.
You're not scared that if they
he
get hurt.
good. He good.
Okay.
As long as he ain't brought in with Johnny Manziel.
Because the team plays completely different. Like you saw when Tyrod was out there.
It was a switch.
It was a
switch.
But when
They turned
Baker
the switch
gets in there, it's like electrifying. You know, I'm now trying to be on some rock stuff, but I mean, it really was like the whole city. I mean, you just see how they just it's just a different energy,
exciting.
You know. And
maybe
then
you want to go to Cleveland and get a beer or something out that dog.
But let's and he opened the biz.
Dilly.
But listen, Baker Mayfield. One thing I didn't know about him, I didn't know how well he's gonna play. I can't predict his career or anything like that. But I knew he was gonna be a star. And I knew he was gonna be box office. That's something Cleveland has never had, like
since LeBron's left.
Since LeBron.
I'm talking football.
Since Jim Brown.
I thought Manziel was gonna do it when he came.
I thought
I was
so
a fan
too.
of Manziel when
I
he
thought
came
so
out.
too.
I was with the homeless man when they said he was gonna light the world on fire. I was like, believe him. But
He lit something else on fire though.
yeah, it didn't happen.
Now, real quick, we gotta get a Redskin update. Your team, Cavante, is playing on Monday night. Is there anything to talk about, or you just want to keep moving? No.
It happened. It's going pretty much how I thought it was. Drew Brees. This is a Drew Brees night.
Breaks the record over your boy D. Peyton Manning.
Pay. Yes, Drew Brees.
Why are we still doing that?
Thank you.
Why are we still doing
Thank you,
that?
Drew Brees. Thank you.
Y'all still alive though.
I knew it was gonna be bad,
I mean,
and
y'all
believe it or
first place,
not,
got this
somehow,
ranking.
some way, we're still in first place.
You will be.
Season just getting started.
Listen. I like the spot we're in. We have the next couple of games that's it's gonna be pretty tough. I believe we got the Panthers next, and we got the Cowboys.
Oh.
So it's going. You already know my biggest knock against Kirk Cousins when he was my quarterback. Divisional games. Couldn't beat the Cowboys. Couldn't beat the Eagles.
Well, he helped you out yesterday. He beat the Eagles for you.
Hey, listen.
He was your first cousin this week, right? Yeah, I know. My first cousin, baby.
I
Get it done for me.
I did pick the Vikings to win this week, and he had a lot of good plays, a lot of nice passes. One in particular, they were backed up in their own end zone. Tossed a nice bomb to I believe it was Diggs. Oh no, Adam Thielen.
No,
Sorry.
Mr. Thielen.
They might have the best receiving duo in the
missed
league, by
this
the way.
guy?
Adam Thielen.
The Ravens missed on
Well, Diggs, big time.
Diggs. But anyway, Game ball, not so game ball, Jay. You know, game ball good, not so game ball is the bad. Start with whatever one you want. As the guest, we're gonna let you go first.
Oh man. Okay. I'm gonna go with Baker. I'm gonna go with Baker. I'm going Baker for the game ball. I thought that was big, man. Big to step up. Big win at home.
Divisional,
as a rookie, division game
against the Ravens. Who do good against rookies.
It wasn't a poo-poo team. Like I said, man, he's showing up. Ever since they put him in there. What did he throw for
342.
342 touchdowns.
142 yards.
Yeah. It was one touchdown. Okay, one touchdown. Still threw for 340. They had him throwing a lot. They need to get more balance. But for that ball game, they had to do what they had to do just to squeak out the win. Yeah, I'm giving him the game ball though.
Not so game ball. Anybody bad? Oh, go ahead, Jay.
I had to say, dang it, because that was my game ball, man. I had it all lined up.
You can pick him too, damn it. Look, the Browns won. You can pick him as many times as you want.
I told you Buddy Mayfield would do it. Yes, look, he was 25 for 43, had a career high of 342 yards, a touchdown. It was his first win as a starting quarterback, and he is the first Browns rookie quarterback to defeat the Ravens. Baker Mayfield right now 1-0. Look at all the quarterbacks that have tried. Brandon Whedon 0-2. Deshaun Kaiser 0-2.
He gone.
Cody Kessler 0-1.
Colt McCoy
0-1. And Connor Sean all 0-1.
But sir, can he get to his not so game ball? Gosh,
man, gotta get to his not so.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying. But this is what happens when you talk about money, Mayfield.
Oh God, go.
No, it's not. It's your boy. All right.
He been my boy.
Not so game ball. Man, you might. Swing this one back to me.
All right, go ahead, D.
Swing this one back to me.
All right, a game ball. I gotta admit, like what I seen out of the Bengals. Much I hate them. They came back. The Tuners was beating them 17-0. They came back, put them Tuners back in the can.
Did they score? Did they score anymore after that?
No, they ain't scored no more after that.
And the props to the Bengals. They are taking control of the division right now. Props to them. Not so game ball. Blake Squirtles, man. Against the worst defense in the NFL, you threw 4 interceptions yesterday. Yeah, you threw for 400-some yards. You ran a touchdown and threw another one. But 4 picks ain't going to get it done, man. Because the Jaguars don't got the playmakers they did a year ago, and Leonard Fournette is just
never there.
Right
He's
now.
hurt. He's never there.
So you can't beat Blake Squirtles, man. They need Blake Bortles to win. I know you want Blake Squirtles on Sunday.
Did you figure out your national game?
I did.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with John Gruden. I'm gonna go with John Gruden for a not so game ball. The Raiders they 1-4. They 1-4.
They should be 0-5. Because the Browns should have beat them.
And this one hits home kind of personal for me because I got Amari Cooper on my fantasy league.
Oh man!
And he goes up and down. 1 week he has 100 receiving yards and 10 receptions. The next week he has 1 reception for 10 yards. This week in particular it was 1 reception for 10 yards. Why do you give up Khalil Mack so that you can have money to put in the escrow for Amari Cooper? And you do not use Amari Cooper. It doesn't make any sense. You still need a pass rush. Your defense is still shot without that pass rush. You can't do anything on the back end because you're not getting your pass rush. It doesn't matter how long you can't. It's impossible to cover people for more than 3-4 seconds in the NFL if you don't have a pass rush. And then offensive wise, the whole deal with Derek Carr, that whole experiment is not working. It's going to take another offseason. They need offensive playmakers all over the field. Martavius Bryant, they no longer have him. In their backfield, Marshawn Lynch. I'm not sure how much they're getting out of him. I'm going to give it to John Gruden. Since he came there, he's not earning his $10 million a year.
Facts.
I'm going to say that.
Facts.
Nah, you right.
I predicted this.
The bad part.
I predicted
Derek
this.
Carr said in the summer that if we had Marshawn Lynch at the 1 yard line, we're going to run him in.
Right.
Well, yesterday he threw an interception at the 1 yard line.
Absolutely.
So
like I said, he was supposed to take Derek Carr to another level. I'm not seeing it in the passing game. I'm not seeing it with Derek Carr. So that's what I'm going to give it to. I could give it to Jerry Jones, but Jerry's my boy, so I'm giving it to Jerry.
Oh, no, Jerry gets it too.
I'm giving it to John.
All right,
Jerry, send free stuff. We like money.
That's right.
You got a national game ball. We know Baker's your boy. You can have him every week, Jerry.
Look. Since you had it, it's okay. He can have Baker.
No, you ran down the list. You don't have your game ball was already there. Not so game ball. You just ran down the whole list.
I'm the EP. Look. I do.
Not so game ball.
All right, what that
Game ball.
Come on, Jay, we don't got all night, okay? Come on.
Look. We got all night.
We don't.
Give it up.
My game ball goes to the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions are the first team since the 2015 Panthers to beat both Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady in the same season. My not so game ball.
You're not so goofy ball.
It goes to Odell Beckham Jr. How do you call your teammates out during the interview with ESPN?
Wow.
I mean, not only do you do that, but then you have Lil Wayne right up there. So I don't understand. I don't understand any of this. This is what I wake up to after a night of Morgan State's homecoming. I wake up to this goofiness. I was like, come on, man.
Real quick, go ahead, Kavonte.
No, I'm gonna say. So
look, and you can't look. It's official. It's written down.
No, you got it. You semi took my not so game ball.
I ain't take nothing.
Byron,
Start low and high. I got you.
All right, we gonna start with not so game ball. I'm gonna say the New York Giants locker room. It's terrible, and at the helm of it is your boy Odell Beckham. I mean, basically crapping on his players. Despite the truth, you can't do that to the team. You can't do that.
I mean, they just gave you 65 guaranteed.
And Pat Shurmur,
That's so goofy.
Pat Shurmur specifically, that post game interview, you let the locker room handle it. It doesn't look like he's in control.
No.
And it's showing on the field, and it's showing in the press conference. And those one things you can't hide, especially when you're losing. So, game ball, Sean McVay. Sean McVay, gutsy call. Back-to-back weeks, we had a gutsy fourth down call. When your team has the ball, this is for the win, or you give the other team a shot to win. Fourth down, team only up by 2 points. They go down, and he almost punted the ball. He looked into the eyes of his players, and his players wanted to go for it. I mean, for him to be a young guy to look at his team like that, and I feel like I believe in y'all. I believe in me, and I believe in y'all, and it took guts, and they won for it. And they won because of it, and it was a close divisional game.
I'm surprised you ain't say that about the Panthers, because that kicker.
Oh no, he was second. He was second. If somebody would have taken it, I had good know.
They did the same thing.
And 63 yards. That's tough.
Yeah, it's
And-
tough.
and
Carolina now. Ain't no,
As special teams, they were asked to believe in them. I believe in the special teams now.
Not so game ball. I'm going to the Falcons. Defense is shattered by injuries. They are
just
done.
shattered, period.
Sorry, Kavonte, your dub needs to go.
Needs to get out of LA. I mean, Atlanta.
Game ball. Graham Gano, former Raven, 63-yard field goal to beat the Giants. Pretty much put a fork in them.
Dang, that was
Carolina hanging around.
See, there
How
we
about
go.
it?
So, gotta get to these picks. Last week, Dre went 10-4, Kavonte 10-4. I went 9-5. D 9-5. Raj 8-6, and Guess 9-5. Overall, Dre with 43. Kavonte with 42 coming back. I had 43. D now in the lead with 45.
That's right.
Raj, one game back at 44, and I guess 34-27. It gets started on Thursday night. NFC East showdown in the Meadowlands. Eagles, Giants.
Normally I take the home team, but the Giants are just so out of it. The Eagles need a win, and I think they get it Thursday.
Shout out to Angela tuning in. They picked the Browns, Angela, and they were right.
Philly.
And I'm picking the
You going to Giants?
I'm going with the Giants.
Okay.
I mean, I guess they got to get right eventually. But not gonna be this week.
I don't think this will be the week. But it will be a close one.
As we throw highlights at your screen. Buccaneers at Falcons. Oh, gosh.
Oh, Lord.
Buccaneers off a bye.
Oh, Lord. Oh, God. It's going to be a lot of points.
Feel free to pick a tie because we had a lot of those and shit.
Oh,
I say the
Lord.
Falcons.
Is there extra points for a tie?
Yes.
I think Atlanta will win it.
Panthers, Redskins. Jay, feel free to hop in. We just going down the list. Who you think going to win?
That's rough.
Panthers.
I got Panthers.
That's rough. I'll come back. Come back to me.
Angela says she knows y'all picked the Browns. Shout out to Angela.
Carolina.
Hater.
Colts. No, sorry. Seahawks, Raiders. Oh, God.
This will be in England, by the way. This is an
Oh, we're back in
game.
London?
Game?
Back in London again.
Good.
And
But
Seattle will
still,
win the
don't make
game.
Raiders gonna lose anyway.
They're going to lose on any continent.
It's even.
Australia,
Oh, boy.
Mexico, England, don't matter. They
Oh, boy.
just don't matter.
I'm rolling with the Jets.
Oh, for the Colts,
I am
Jets.
too. I mean, the Colts have 10 days prepared for the game, but
Jets look good
it's
yesterday.
been a one-man show with Angela.
Cardinals at Vikings. Could be hammer time, D.
Oh, it is
In
in
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Coming out?
Oh
Vikings.
no!
It's in Minnesota.
Oh no!
Now, this is the game here that I'll be looking at the most. You guys know why. Flip takes his talents east to face Baker. I see a lot of flipping in Baker.
I'm going with the
I see
Browns.
Cleveland.
Woo!
LA coming east to west.
I don't know either.
Man.
Come back to me.
Forget about Steelers
I
and
don't know.
Yeah, and I'm sorry. Another game. I'm getting ahead of myself. Steelers Bengals.
I'm going to
I'm going
Bengals.
Bengals.
Yeah, Bengals.
Yeah,
The
I'm going
the
Bengals.
Steelers
Yeah,
have
I'm going
owned the Bengals for many years now. I think the Steelers are
New bully in the
Steelers
block.
on the road is going to get caught, though. I think the Bengals finally get it done. I think they finally get over the hump.
So y'all picking the Browns
Steelers
over the
need this
Chargers?
too before the bye week.
Yeah.
I'm
Dang,
going
Chargers.
I'm going with Chargers.
Chargers got to fly east.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Now, Cravante, we thought your Texans were dead, but they win this game. They're at 500 again.
Boom. You know I'm going with. Deshaun Watson, let's get
the
it.
train got some gas again, baby.
Sean.
That's
Sean
a-
over the
Choo,
Bills.
choo, let's get it.
That's what I'm going on.
The team that will win the NFC North, the Bears, go to the tuna, baby, and open up some can of tuna on them.
Oh, this is a revenge game
Ham-
for
Ham-
what's Sue? For
Oh.
Sue, yeah.
You ain't there no more.
Oh, you mean for Adam Gates because he used to be?
I
with the
mean,
Bears?
Adam Gates, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
okay. Well,
The Bears
Bears
will
are
be
going
good,
to
too.
open
Yeah,
up
I got the
hammer.
Bears.
Khalil Mack won about 5 sacks. Rams go to Denver. They're going to keep winning.
I got the Rams.
Like the Rams.
Absolutely.
Vance Joseph probably get 5
It'll be a
sacks.
tight game, though.
That's unfortunate.
Ravens Titans. This is one I don't know. Come back to me.
I
No,
got y'all
you don't
getting
gotta
that.
come back to me. Ball so hard, University gonna get that W.
I got y'all getting that one.
They
I
got
don't like this one.
after that loss, you got to get
I think
it
the
back.
Titans are overrated, personally.
They're overrated, but they play well at home. They do play well at home. I'm gonna lean towards the Ravens. I'm gonna go with the home team this week. I might regret it,
Jaguars
though.
at Cowboys. Jay, I'm going to lead this one for you,
I'm
brother.
going with the Jags, man.
You going to Jaguars? You ain't being the
I'm
Cowboys?
going with the
Alright.
Jags.
Jags too.
He's a realist.
Yeah. If I got to go to the casino, I'm going with the Jags.
Facts.
If I'm in my living room, you know.
And you heard it here first. Pat Mahomes will lose his first game Sunday night against New England.
I'm going with Kansas City in a shootout.
I'm going with my boy Byron.
The
What
Chiefs-
Byron,
I'm
what
going
Byron
to go with the
says.
Pats.
The last
man.
3 meetings, the Chiefs have
I can't go against the man.
Patriots.
Can't go against the
I
Go
think
Bears.
Can't go against the man. I done
Because
seen him
it's in
win
Foxborough.
too many.
The speed,
Because
the
it's in
speed is
Foxborough.
too
Like
much.
D said, it could be on any continent. I'm
you
picking
said-
Brady.
Like you said, that's the factor alone.
It
It's
hasn't
Foxborough.
mattered, though. lately. It hasn't
And the fact that he always show up in big time games.
He does.
It's gonna be a night game.
And he got weapons again.
Ooh,
Both teams
Sunday
got
night.
Pat Mahomes under the lights.
It's gonna be who
we
has the
gonna see.
ball last.
gracious.
Who has the ball
Yeah,
last?
Patty Mahomes underneath the lights. That's
We-
gonna
we-
be
And
see,
that
this is
bad
true
man
separation.
gets an off week back
Oh,
at
Monday.
Lambeau against
Oh,
Monday.
the
everybody knows. Come
Oh,
on.
he playing on one leg. He might as well come out there in a wheelchair like Willis Reed. He don't need him. He can have one of those celebrities throw a couple passes
the
because he's gonna
Niners
get a
will throw him all
win.
that
Because he
time.
wasn't that good yesterday. He was just bad. But anyway,
Buffalo and Houston. I know we had that one. Do Buffalo get a third one here? They do have 2.
no, we got
I don't
Houston.
see it.
Houston going back to 500. Well, Jay,
Let me ask you guys
bro.
before I leave out
Go
of
ahead.
here. We didn't touch on it. With the Eagles, Jay Ajayi got hurt today.
Yeah.
They've been talking about Le'Veon, making calls for Le'Veon.
Go away. Get
Would
out
you
there,
guys make a
jeez.
call for Le'Veon? if
Steelers
he-
better get some of that
Hell yeah.
talent
Without a
back.
doubt.
Steelers better get that talent back.
It's a collect call
You have to.
immediately.
I'm on the phone now.
Collect call? I don't want to say nothing for this. Call them now.
What is
Steelers,
that? Yeah,
get a
exactly.
ransom. Get a ransom back, Steelers.
For their offense, because they still have Brent Seller.
No, he's gone.
Oh,
Ertz.
They got Ertz.
They got Ertz. Okay, you got Ertz. You still got Alshon Jeffrey.
Mm-hmm.
You still got Nelson Aguilar. When you bring Le'Veon Bell in the mix, him coming out the backfield
It's not fair.
with a young Carson Wentz, and them
not
to
fair.
grow together, and Le'Veon's only 26.
Throw the whole
So
innocent
it's
not
just, like you said, structurally, it
The
works.
Steelers get
Those
some
are the whole
defensive
NFC.
help.
Well, if it happens, we'll give you credit, Jay.
right.
We'll have you back to talk about it.
All right. So, all
Man's good.
We appreciate you, bro.
right, brother.
We'll be seeing you on the billboards, right?
All right. Yeah, something like that, man.
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we got Goofies of the Week on the Flex Zone. We'll be right back after this break.
Hey, what's good, people? This is Crevante Hurd at Crevante Hurd, CREVONTEHURDE. Facebook, Twitter, Crevante_Hurd on Instagram, and I'm with.
With your friendly neighborhood cousin D. And of course, you can check me out on the Twitter at DieSportingNet. And of course, Instagram, undercase DMARUSD.
And of course, check out WBGR Sports Network and check us out, The Flex Zone, from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. on Facebook Live.
Every Monday, so if it's the NBA playoffs, MLB playoffs, Monday Night Football, or...
Did you just say Monday nights?
What is this? What is this? Get off me.
This is your boy Drizzy Dre, Mr. One and Only, the man of 1,000
Goofy.
nicknames.
Goofy nicknames.
Hey, look.
What? What do you want?
Look, I want them to tune in every Monday
That's
at
right.
10 p.m. to see us live for all the debates that we have.
And
Right.
goofiness.
And all the goofiness, too.
Because we are the only place that can do what, Cravante?
Give you sports how you want it.
When you need it.
Hey guys, this is Crevante Hurd here. I am the senior producer and co-founder of the Flex Zone. Follow me, Crevante Hurd, at CREVONTEHURDE, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Crevante_Hurd. I am the voice of reason on the show. I point out all goofiness when I see it, and trust me, there is a lot of it. Check us out.
Ain't that right? Come on, man.
Get out of here. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. The goofiness. There it goes.
We're back live on the Flex Zone. Dre's talking about coming out of his jacket. While that is goofy in itself, we can't forget Goofies of the Week with Crevante. Which card will it land on?
Listen, man. I might as well just throw the green card away. Because it was that type of week. Guys, Crevante Hurd here. These are the Goofies of the Week. Sponsored by the Flex Zone. Appreciate you guys for giving me a little time. Let me tell the people what I thought was goofy. And like I said, D, Dre, Byron, I'm just gonna put the green card aside for this one, cause I got a couple goofies, and I think both of them was red cards. You guys don't know, green card low level, red card high level, and like I said, green card's out of here. All right, number one, a certain kicker plays for the Green Bay Packers. I think he goes by the name of Mason Crosby. One of the worst days by an NFL kicker in 2 decades.
Mason Crossbar.
Mason Crossbar, I love it. During a loss to Detroit, Crosby becomes a kicker to miss 4 field goals and an extra point in the same game. Hasn't been done since 1997.
Good Lord.
Raiders cold forward. What were y'all doing in 1997? Running around somewhere because we were children. We were all children. We was all children. I don't know about D.
I was a kid.
D was in middle school, high school, something like that. I'm not sure. But I just don't understand. How do you miss so many kicks in one game? That's basically 5 field goals you missed in one game. And the Lions were killing the Packers.
He had one job.
24-0. And they come back and score 23 points and only lose by 8 points, and you miss 5 field goals?
Not one. Not
two. Not three.
Not 4.
4 and an extra.
5. And an extra point, which is basically like another field goal. Yeah. And
he's gone. Aaron Rodgers has got him up out of there already.
I think what's funny about this is that Crosby missed 3 field goals in the first half. And then after changing his cleats, and then at halftime, in the second half, he goes on to miss another one. And an extra point. What was the cleat change for? Right. You got one job. You only use it one part of your body. I don't get it.
And fool, you was indoors. Fool.
Right. One of the easiest places to kick, I think. And what makes this goofy is that he's a career 79.8% field goal kicker. And made 10 of his last 11 before that game. Wow. What so much that could change in one game, and now we about to hand out pink slips. But the important thing is that the Packers are backing him. Mike McCarthy's backing him, so he'll live on. He'll live on for many more weeks.
They're saying all the right things. He would have been fired immediately.
Rick,
you know my philosophy. You walk back.
Red card. Oh gosh. Baltimore Ravens had a tough loss against the Cleveland Browns, which most of us called up here. But it didn't quite happen how we all thought it would. Defensive struggle, I guess we could figure that part out. But a guy by the name of, give me a couple names, guys.
Michael Crabtree.
Crab Hands.
Drop Tree. Michael Perryman. Brashad Crabtree.
Yeah. Braylon Edwards.
That's his middle name?
Yes.
Braylon Edwards Crabtree.
Brashad Perryman masquerading as Michael Crabtree.
I actually have on my notes Krabby Tree. Crabtree. And what hurts about this is that he's a 10-year vet. Dropped 3 crucial passes in this Browns loss, including the hurtful one. And it seems like the Ravens receivers dropping passes in crucial moments seems to be a thing. Shout out to what's his name? Lee Evans.
Flea Evans.
But
a few of those.
But now it's Crabtree's time to shine. Drops a very, very catchable ball. Game winner even. With 1 minute left, could have put the game away. Divisional opponent on the road would have been a big win. But instead he drops it, and Justin Tucker kicks a field goal, and they go into overtime, which ultimately they would lose 12-9. What makes this goofy is that the Ravens paid him $20 million. Well, pay him $20 million over the next 3 years to not do exactly what he did. He's one of the most sure-handed guys in the league, and in of all crucial moments, because all the drops would have been forgiven if he would have caught the last one. If he would have just caught the last one, it would have all been forgiven. But because he dropped that crucial one, everything gets shined. All his drops get shined on. And now I got a couple more stats for you as far as drops. 3 drops against the Browns. 6 drops on the year, and 56 for his career.
Dang. So he dropped more passes than he dropped hands.
Oh my gosh. Definitely red card. Definitely red card. I think that's it for my goofies of the week. Michael Crabtree and Mason Crosby, Crossbar, Krabby Tree, whatever y'all want to call them.
Michael Perriman.
Bum hands.
Y'all are my goofies of the week.
Krabby Patty.
And y'all all need to go back to the drawing board.
Crab Winston.
I think they can't. They won't stop. Get it together. And last but not least, there's a thin line between goofy and great. Y'all on the wrong end of it. Get it together.
The real wrong.
Give him a hand clap, baby. Let's
Goofies
give
of
him a
the
hand
week,
clap.
Cavante.
Michael Crabtree, baby. You did it. I love you, man.
Well, man, I hate to do this to you before we go, but
What's the score, D?
Bad. A lot too little.
43-19.
Get me out of here.
Jeez. Can we call the game over?
Get
Can
me
we call
outta here.
mercy rule?
Get me out of here.
21-0.
Get me out of here.
Sure.
I don't want to be here no more.
We saw all 4 rookie quarterbacks win this week. Is this something we'll
Ooh,
see?
wow.
A trend continue?
Absolutely.
I think it's possible, yeah.
Absolutely.
These rookies look pretty good. Could be good plays.
Especially, I like Mitch Trubisky, and I'm liking what Josh Allen is giving the Bills right now.
Yeah.
Playing well, not losing the game for him.
He's not losing the game, definitely
You
not.
already know my boy.
Dre, will we get that World
I like
Series,
that.
Yankees and Dodgers?
You damn right we will get it.
No, we're not.
Oh, D, quick note, Tim White cut. Cyrus Jones will be here for the Ravens.
I'm happy
Local
Cyrus
kid.
is back home again. They should have drafted him a couple years ago. We need him, baby. He's a speedster.
I think it's a good move.
Cavante, you talked about the Bills real quick. They can't slam through each other through tables no more. Might face criminal charges. Goofy. A late addition to Goofies of the Week, by the way.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna miss it. I think that's fun.
It was
What,
funny.
the Dudley Boys?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, they just put people, and sometimes they be burning tables and
Goofy
that.
things happen with
They
goofy
put women through
organizations.
tables. I be like, yo,
ECW?
look,
Denzel Ward going defensive rookie of the year. Looking good.
I think-
He looks good. I don't think
no,
he'll get it though.
I think your boy in L.A., Derwin.
Oh, Derwin James, the
James,
charge?
yeah.
May get
Oh, yeah.
it. Said to throw that in there. Flex Zone, only place giving you sports how you win when you need it. Show is executive produced by the man to my left, Andre Melton. Same producer, Cavante Hurd. Social producer is yours truly. Of course, Uncle D, Cousin D, whatever you want to call him. Uncle Raj. Big shout out to Jay, our guest of the week. D, we got a special guest next week.
Yes, we do. We're going to have Councilman Brandon Scott in the house.
Oh man.
He'll be live.
tuned.
He'll be talking about the Ravens. Hopefully we get a win. We're talking about something good and other stuff as well.
Again, that YouTube page, which one, guys?
The first one.
Flex Zone Podcast. Appreciate everyone on Facebook, Instagram, and what else, D?
The Twitter.
At the Flex Zone 1. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Until next week with Councilman Scott. Of course, for all the crew. Best sports show in the universe. Until next week, we gone.
Peace. And that's for you, Michael Crabtree and Crosby.
Catch those balls, baby.